The hell is going on? All right, guys, my bad. I hadn't pressed I hadn't pressed my screen. I was sitting up here talking. I've been talking for I don't know how long. I was talking and literally talking to y'all, and I was not on live. Yeah, that was me, guys. That's I can't blame nobody else but me. That was me on that one. My bad. Welcome everybody. Welcome one and all to the Mobile On Sponsor Mr. Hair Art Show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mack. You guys know me as Mr. Hair Art and Coach. And we are live. We're live. We're live on multiple different platforms, more than I thought we were. I told you guys before. What's up, Jerry? I told you guys before that I did not know why my video signal was skipping. It had been skipping for the past week. My if you guys go back and see the video when I was live yesterday, the day before, all last week, the video had been skipping, not lagging. It wasn't lag. It was just skipping, and we didn't know why it was doing that. Well, come to find out that I was broadcasting to multiple channels, but more than what I thought that I was. So if y'all see the broadcast, the signal up underneath, um, at the bottom of the screen, it says we are broadcasting to 10 different social media platforms under Mr. Hair Art. That. So we're broadcasting to more than 10. That's what's going on. Um, I don't know how many it is. It may be up to 20 right now. I did not know that. It doesn't show. It doesn't show. But if you go in and actually click on it, you'll see that we are broadcasting to those channels. So it's very, very weird that it's doing that. I can see it. I've sent several people in to log in. I've had people log in on their phones. I had people log in on their laptops, on their computers. I've sent people in, and I've actually been in their office and had them to log in and while I was live, and I can see that we're live, and I can see what's going on, that we are actually on there live, but it didn't show that they were there. It didn't show that they were actually on that they were attending the show. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, or how that is even possible. But on the platforms, it shows that we're live and that there are people in, but it doesn't show how many. It doesn't show who's in. It just shows that we're live. Now, I was told by our techs that when you go live and you have so many people coming in, it'll start to dilute the algorithm. It'll show that you do have people in, but it won't show who, and it won't show how many. I thought that was weird, and it didn't make sense. And they were telling me just to close the account and start another account. I'm not doing that, guys, because I've had this account since 2007. That's when I started my YouTube account, my Facebook account, my uh, my LinkedIn account. All of these different accounts I started in 2007, 2008, 2009, around that time. So that's a lot of history on those accounts that I didn't want to just delete. Hello, check check. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. My my mic just died on me. I had to switch out to another one. Thank you, moderators. I have my moderators that tell me I can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you. Okay, so I switched over to another mic now. This is an inside microphone. Yeah, my video is not on. My video um is that's what I was talking about earlier. You must have just came in. Todrick, Todrick. I'm assuming they call you Todd, Todrick. Yeah, I that's what I was talking about when we first came into the show. My video was, I mean, it was uh sticking. It was like like stuttering and static. It'll play and then it'll stop and pause, then it'll play and pause. Audio fine. The my banner that's rolling on the bottom is fine. Everything is running. You are one. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know who you were. That's one of my another moderator. No, I don't know all the moderators, guys. So I just, when people be telling me stuff or typing in to my private chat, I don't be knowing who they are. So it's more than likely somebody that the tech guys put in to monitor the stream to help me to get it all the way right, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, it was sticking. If you go back and watch the video from yesterday and the day before and all last week, you'll see that the video was sticking. Hey, Miss Veronique. Miss Veronique is in the house. What's up? Miss Varlene is in. I see my chat has popped up. Finally, this thing's been running slow. Old school is in. What's up, D? Phil is in the house, y'all. Y'all say what's up to old school coming in live from South Africa. Phil, man, what the hell is going on over there? What is happening? Dude, it is, I was talking about this, it was either last week or week before last, that China, because the tariffs were laid down on China, and now it's an all-out tariff war with the U.S. and China, that all of the other countries are turning against China, and China is now the president of China is now running around, going from country to country, trying to kind of drum up support and get other countries to do business with China, right? And I was just watching this today and yesterday, and they were saying that, I mean, there's a lot of propaganda, there's a lot of misleading information and whatnot, but we can see here on the streets what all is going on. And I'm getting to Africa. This is why I'm asking, but because Phil is in Africa right now, so they're going from country to country to country to country, and they're trying to get people to say, you know, hey, since America is not accepting China-made goods anymore, they're trying to get other countries to sign up to take up the slack, to accept all of the merchandise and all of the products that America was buying. But everybody knows America is the #1 purchaser of custom consumer goods in the whole world. We take up a third. We make up a third of all consumer purchases in the world. That's a lot, guys. That's a shit ton. That is a lot of purchasing power. And when China is the #1 seller and we're the #1 buyer, and then the #1 buyer literally has a fight with the #1 seller, and we say, you know what, I'm not buying shit from you no more. And then we walk out, the seller, China, instead of saying, hey, my bad, we, let's make up, let's be friends, they say, well, screw you, get out, don't come back. Dude, that's a fight. That's not good. That's bad. Especially when right now, and I I did this in my lecture yesterday, they were saying, Coach, you explained this that's so well, it finally made sense. And I was like, well, it's kind of crazy, but that's exactly what's happening. That's what's going on. That, the buyer, which is us, we buy all of the goods and products from China, and China sells everything to us. And now, when that we're not buying from China, China's now looking for another buyer. They're trying to replace America, which cannot be done. Everybody knows, everybody on this whole planet knows that you cannot replace America. We buy too much shit. We buy way too much shit. I'm talking about goods and services. I'll try. They wanted me to turn on the screen to see if they're still working on it right now, guys. By the way, they're working on the my video, because when I turn my video on, it'll glitch. It'll be glitchy, and then it'll close out all by itself. It did that like 6 times yesterday. So they're working on it right now. So I'm kind of working with them. So y'all bear with us. Okay, but we are talking about something. I want to kind of get this understood because we're being affected by it right now. Most of our trade partners, people that we were buying from, because we were buying from China as well, has shut down all purchases, all of them. So we lost a lot of money by them not supplying us with what we already paid for. We paid for these orders. These are orders of we had floor mats that go in the buses. We had mirrors. We had stations. We had barber chairs. We had the little handheld mirrors. We had clippers. We had a bunch of stuff that comes over from China. We had little inflatable heads, all kinds of stuff, guys, that we had already placed orders for. Some of them were deposit orders where you pay a deposit and then you pay the rest when the shipment gets here. But some of them we had already paid in advance because we had good relationship with the supplier. Okay, so because we buy from them, we've been buying from them for years and years. And then now all of a sudden it's shut down because they cannot ship overseas to us. So what happened was America said, the tariffs is 50%, now 60 and 70%, now 80%, now 100%, now 125, now 145%. So it's been going up and up and up just to break China. And then they started it with all of the other countries, and then he laid off the other countries and left the pressure on China. So now China is looking for someone else to fill our shoes, which no country will do that. Matter of fact, the thank you. I'll put it on there. I'm working on it right now. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's go to YouTube. We can see some of this stuff that I'm talking about. They want me to put something on the screen. So, what you got, guys? So yeah, it works. Hold on. Does the share screen glitch out? Hold on. Let's see, there we go. No, the share screen does not glitch out. Just just my video screen, and it was not allowing. And right now, I just turned the video off, but it does not. When I turn it on, it starts glitching out. So if you can check that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to. Let's go to the main screen, and then. See, everything about China, what's going on, and in the news and on YouTube, is bad. I mean, it's really, really bad. News about the trade war. There was one that I wanted to pull up. Hold on. I'll pull it up in just a second, guys. They're wanting me to do some stuff on my end to check this. But anyway, while we're doing that and waiting on that to come up, so they're looking for someone to fill our shoes, and they can't find anyone. They can't find anyone that has the same purchasing power as America. So all of the other countries are now telling China, because Trump has already told the other countries, don't do business with China. If you do business with China, we will stop doing business with you, and we will raise your tariff so high that it'll make you cry. So that's what happened. Now all of the other countries say, okay, well, we can't do business with you because America said so. And now they're scrounging around to see who can they do business with. All of these other countries, and I'm gonna have to say rightly so, because that just, dude, you can't do that. They're saying, hey, we don't want China's goods. We can't handle it. They look like the EU. The EU said we can't handle it. You will not bring all of that crap over here. These are the words that they're using. We cannot allow China to, quote, dump their cheap crap. These are their words. This is EU. This is India. This is the Asian countries. This is Canada. These are all these different countries saying we cannot allow China to, quote, dump their cheap crap in our country. So it's funny because America did. America was like, shoot, we'll buy it. Nobody else wants to buy it, but we'll buy it. Well, nobody else wants to buy it because they know that when you flood their market, it'll degrade all the other products that they sell, even their domestic products that they're manufacturing in-house in their own countries will be devalued, and now they're facing competition from China in country, which they don't want. They don't want to have to do that. So everybody's telling them, no, China, we will not allow you to dump your cheap Chinese made crap in our country. So now China's looking for someone else. So the question is, I don't know if old school's still in here, but the question was, what's going on with Africa? Because Africa, they was just on the news yesterday, saying that China has so many loans and so many business deals that they've done with Africa, amongst other countries like China or like India and Taipei and a couple of a bunch of other countries. But Africa is like top of the list that they've invested so much money in Africa, infrastructure and business loans and everything. And most of Africa has defaulted on almost all the loans that China has given to them. They've defaulted on them. So now China is reclaiming the rights because the loans were not paid. So they're taking land, they're taking rights under companies and stuff like that. And we thought over here, well, they're just going to sell Africa goods, Chinese goods and stuff like that. You can't, because Africa doesn't have the money to buy Chinese goods. They definitely don't have the money to buy at the rate and at the scale that America was buying. So China said, well, we don't have to sell to Africa because Africa is ours. We pretty much own it. So that was the question that I had. What was the atmosphere in Africa right now because of what China's saying? They're saying this on the news that we pretty much own Africa. All of the loans and stuff that they defaulted on, we and they're still doing more loans to collect any other parts of Africa that they haven't already subjugated. That's crazy. That's insane to have that much power and that much leverage over an entire country. So it's going back and forth on that no, we still don't have our product. Not the product that we have or that we had, we're now outsourcing or insourcing, you should say, or I should say, in the United States. We're finding companies in the United States that will build the products that we need. So that's what we've been doing. I've been spending quite a bit of money building the apparatuses and the machinery and the things that we need to um, build our own product. That's what we've been doing. We've been building our own stuff because we had no choice. I mean, there's nobody else that can build it like China was building it. There's nobody else that's doing that. Um, I think so. Well, I'd have to check it, but we can look at different measures of what it is that they were trying to build. But I'm telling you now, uh, China is gotten us. It's already have us on the back foot because we're behind now, even further than we were before. I mean, like behind. The the light bulbs, the strip lights, the TVs, a bunch of different things that we purchase and that we install in our buses, we were getting from China. Okay, which I've told people myself, you don't want to get dependent on a uh, a certain exterior entity, which literally is what has China in the position that they're in right now. They got dependent on America. We can't say that we got dependent on China because we have the ability to buy from anybody else around the world. China doesn't have the ability to sell to anyone else around the world. We were their biggest buyer. We were their biggest customer. So it doesn't work both ways. We can buy from anyone, and we can manufacture ourselves. We can literally create and build products in-house. So that by itself is a contradiction of what their thought process is. When you say, well, shit, we'll just send to other people. Y'all are gonna be lost without us. You're gonna be gone. That's not possible. That's not possible because we're able to buy from anybody around the world, and we're able to build ourselves. I just put a post up on an X earlier today that said China was hold on, let me see where I forgot what I put on there. It was kind of funny though. Hold on. Let's see what you call them is. Here we go. All right. All right. Pull it up on this screen, guys. Okay. Here we this channel. I'm live over here. Live mix. So this was the post that I put. China, so I put a China is out, and I put an but we don't we don't build things. We build things that build things, and that's straight from Coach. That was a factual statement. I had people that was commenting that we were making biased statements or going in the that's factual. We don't build things with our hands. We don't have the luxury nor the manpower to do it like that. China does. India does. Uh, so what we do is we build the machines that build the products. We build machines that build other things. We say, check old school. Uh, okay, here we go. Also says the problem is I can't see the U.S. Replacing what China does, products like iPhone. Well, here's the thing though. Africa is all the minerals and they do the products. Uh, Africa has to quit letting the other countries strip them of. Uh, I said that many times, um, Phil. I said that a whole bunch of times because Africa is the most mineral rich country or continent on the planet. Okay, it is heavily bombarded with everything from gold, diamonds, silver, palladium, platinum, oil. I mean, you name it, the motherland has it. So what happens is a lot of people all throughout the centuries, not the decades, the centuries, people have been coming and they've been exploiting Africa for its rare earth. Okay, thank you, for its minerals and its resources, and that's what's been happening. And I don't know what's going on with the people over there. They just allow people to come over and do that. They do deals that do not support Africa in its economy and its building. And now they're saying that they're kicking. Um, they were saying that the reason why they was kicking the white folk out of Africa was because China told them that they don't want the white folk there because they are the ones that would negotiate or cause problems with them taking over. Now, I thought that was, I mean, it was silly, but there was a lot of evidence to that playing true because all of this happened at the same time. All of this stuff just started popping off at the same time. What's up, Margaret? And it's really, really weird how that happened. It's very weird that all of this stuff is happening literally at the same time. And now they're setting ships all around Taiwan. No, my camera does not work. Well, it works, but it slows the feed down and then it glitches out. So we was using it yesterday and it kicked us off the live altogether. And we was using it all last week. It was doing the same thing. So I got tech guys working on it. Yeah, I'm give me a second, guy. Give me a second. Hold on. I don't think it's in this office. Hold on, I got to run to the front office real quick. I got that right now. Matter of fact, hold on, guys. I got to get this for this young lady so that I don't forget, because I know I will forget, and then it'll be bad news. But it's right next door. Let me run over here, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Imagine a world where barber and beauty services come to you wherever you are. Mobile salons are transforming and mobilizing the barber and beauty industry. Coach Mac and Mobilon are offering unparalleled convenience and flexibility when your barber or hairstylist is now pulling up to and parking right at your homes and in your driveways. Unlike traditional salons, mobile salons eliminate the need for a physical location, reducing overhead costs. This flexibility allows operators to reach a broader clientele, adapting to their schedules and locations, making beauty services more accessible than ever. To thrive as a mobile salon operator, mastering customer service is crucial. Building strong client relationships ensures repeat business and referrals. Your ability to connect with clients will set you apart in this competitive industry. Time management is key when you're always on the move. Efficient scheduling and route planning can maximize your productivity, allowing you to serve more clients without compromising on quality. Discover why this trend is reshaping how we think about barber and beauty services with Mobilon. In the mobile salon industry, a strong brand identity is essential. Your brand should reflect your unique style and values, setting you apart from competitors. A memorable brand can attract and retain clients, ensuring long-term success. Marketing your mobile salon effectively is crucial. Utilize social media, word of mouth, and local partnerships to reach potential clients. Coach Ronnie Mack has built a company with consistent branding across all platforms that will reinforce your presence and build trust with our clients. Let's recap. We've explored the mobile salon revolution, essential skills, and branding strategies. Mastering these elements can transform your business, offering clients convenience and quality. Your journey to success begins with understanding these fundamentals. Ready to take action and get into your own mobile salon bus? Enroll in our new online mobile salon school today, and when you complete the school, you will automatically qualify for your mobile salon bus financing. It's time to start your journey as a successful mobile salon operator. Together, we'll equip you with the skills and knowledge to thrive in this new dynamic industry. Let's get started.
All right, I'm gonna set them down, and I'll get them. All right. Hopefully, I wasn't sitting here long. I'm back. We're back. Okay, that's all. Okay, I got the information to her. We we got to do something, guys. We got to do something because this is before it gets any uglier. Am I doing? I had to run and get her paperwork because we're about to leave again. For checks, I got two more factories to check. Excuse me, and suppliers that could possibly make. Um, excuse me, that could possibly make some of the equipment that we need. So we were buying some chairs, and I didn't want to buy all the old chairs that some of the beauty supplies have in stock. I mean, it's so they have new stuff, but our stuff has to match what we were using, and a lot of them don't have it. Like we're using electric chairs, and some of the chairs that had the stitching for the embroidery, and just a bunch of different things that we put inside the buses. We now have to find a different supplier for them, and then what we ended up doing was finding someone that can come close, and then we manufacture what we need for the rest of the way. So that's what we're doing now. So I'm ripping and running, kind of figuring out who can do it, and then set up accounts and stuff to actually purchase from them. And that's all inside. That's all in the U.S. So these are all U.S. manufacturers that we're working with right now. We don't have to. Uh, Jeremy, we don't have to. Let me click on here and see. Yeah, it doesn't show that any changes were made. So we don't have to this show. We can try it later on. I have to leave right after the show. So because I have to be at another meeting at 7:30, and then I'm gonna do a show later today. So I have to get that done. So I won't have time probably until around 9, either 9 p.m. Today or 9:30, because then I have to also I have some family stuff that we're doing 10. So if you can get it done, we can test it again at around 9, if you guys will still be working around that time. Okay, so yeah, guys, this is what's going on right now. We it's throwing us all the way off right now, and we've retracted a bunch of business that we were doing already. Um, we were getting up to speed and actually catching up on all the things that we're late on, and basically getting on track. And then this tariff thing pops up, and it just threw everything into chaos. I mean, I'm talking total chaos, because when you place orders, we're talking orders in the tens of thousands of dollars, per order. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be, not just to have products that you pay for that you will not receive. And we've kind of chalked it up. We have insurance, we have delivery and product insurance and stuff, but you're still out the product. It wasn't really necessarily the money, even though money is important. It was more so that we were already behind, and we're trying to catch up. And now we were catching up, and we were almost caught up, and then all of a sudden this thing happens, and it throws us right back in the back end. And that's what hurts the most, because we're trying to get this thing done. May is right around the corner, and now we're even more on the back foot. So that's the part that hurts, and I'm trying to kind of leverage and maneuver as much as possible to get where we need to be. So what I'm going to do is, we have new contracts that'll be going out this week. So if you had a contract that concerned the buses that we were putting out, and the contracts that were coming across from the product that we were doing for product placement, or any other product, they if you had a G level, or anything above G level contracts for advertising or product placement, they will not work. I mean, when I say they won't work, I mean, more than likely we're not going to have the product to put on the bus. So if we don't have the product to put on the bus, there's no sense in doing the contract. So it's just, I mean, it's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do about it. If we don't have it, we don't have it. So what I'm doing right now is, I'm getting with the companies, I'm getting with the sponsors, I'm checking with everybody that has leverage on what we can do and put in place. And then I'm putting everything that we can't, everything that's left over, everything that we still have, we're putting in place. Everything that we're ordering, because we just ordered a bunch of stuff from US manufacturers, and we've gotten some shipments in already, and they're excellent. I mean, everything that we've ordered from in-house has been excellent. In-house meaning in the United States. Everything that we've ordered has been excellent. We haven't had, I mean, this is crazy too, guys, now that I think about it. Um, we've had almost no burn on these products that we've been receiving. Almost no burn. I mean, the product has been nearly flawless. And that's a crazy thing because typically, I guess because we're used to it, and we're used to it on has been used to it for so many years. That is what's burn is when you get products that is defective or that has problems with it, and you have to send it back, or you have to eat the cost because you don't want to upset your manufacturer or your supplier. That's burn. It has to do with the products that you're ordering from someone. So if you order like 100 boxes of potato chips, and like 7 boxes of the potato chips has been popped open or has turned stale, or there's a problem with it, um, then that's product that you would either send back to the manufacturer and say, hey, these 7 boxes of potato chips are damaged, or they're stale, or there's something wrong with them. You need to replace them, and then the company would replace them at their cost, whether the issue happened in their factory or en route to you, the buyer, or or you would take the cost. You would eat the cost and say, you know what, we really don't have this much of a problem with the supplier. We don't typically have issues with them, so we're not going to burn. We're not going to kind of burn our bridges or have issue with the supplier. So we're just going to eat the cost, and then go on with our day and our next. And just monitor the next orders and stuff that you put in, because you don't want to upset the apple cart. So when the product that you collect or that you keep, or you take the cost of, that's burn. So we've had almost no burn on the products that we've been having manufactured in the United States. That's crazy. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive. It is. Yes. Um, Old School says China and other BRICS nations' goals is to crash the U.S. dollar. Yeah, they've been trying to do that for a while. I mean, that's their ultimate goal. The global South will be forced to deal with China and other BRICS countries. Yeah, they've been trying to do that for a while, but it's hard. You got to look at it like this. It's hard to um, what the economists will call discipline. It's hard to discipline the dollar, not crash it, because that's almost impossible. It's hard to discipline the dollar because the dollar is so widely accepted. Okay, so if you go to anywhere on the planet, they more than likely will accept the United States, the U.S. dollar. They will accept it because everybody knows it. Everybody knows that the dollar is strong. It can be spent and collected anywhere on the planet. But if you take the like the Indian rupee, or ruples, or the Chinese yen, or so, when the last time you accepted yen for a haircut, or even pounds. Pounds is actually pretty strong money, but nobody can come over here and say, "Hey, man, I want to get a haircut. I got 50 pounds." I don't want no pound. Dude, where's the money? Where's the dollars? Give me cash. So people don't accept rupees, or ruples, or yen, or yot, or any of these other yeah, pesos. When's the last time you accepted 3,000 pesos for a haircut? You're just not going to do it because the money's too unstable and it's too unknown. It's not a popular brand of money to use. So the United States dollar is the only dollar that is interchangeable worldwide. So it's hard to do away with the dollar or delete the dollar, but you can discipline it. If you try to discipline the dollar, that means you're going to take your money and you're going to put it up against the dollar, and like what they're trying to do now, which is devalue or deflate the Chinese yen for uh, the for the dollar value, because they had tariffs put on them. I know they said there's too much. He says too much technical talk. It is, guys. Let me tell you something. If y'all are not up on this stuff, if y'all not, you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to be 100% in and know everything about everything. You just have to be up on it. You have to know that this is going on because it affects you. It affects your business. It affects your livelihood, like your livelihood. It will 100% affect your ability to do business. I know it feels like none of this stuff has anything to do with you, and you're in the hood and you drinking your 40 and you chilling on the corner and all that. But let me tell you something. What they are doing right now in the White House and overseas and everything is going to affect how much that 40 is that you're drinking. It's going to affect it. So it used to be $3 or whatever, and now it's $7. You're going to have something to say about that. Okay. It's going to affect your gas when you go and fill up. It's going to affect the whether you fill up or what you fill up in your car, whether your car is your car. It's going to affect that. Whether the bank gives you loans or not to buy a car, it's going to affect that. It's going to affect what type of car you buy, whether it be American car or a Honda or not a Nissan or a Civic or any of those. None of those will be available if we stop doing business with this other country. Then none of the cars that they were shipping over here before will be shipped over here. So you will have more American-made cars and other countries that literally have strong relationships with America. Yeah, that's right. You said I'll take a Mercedes. Yeah, as long as the relationship is strong, as long as they obey the tariffs and the rules that we have in place, it will be a lot of money. Yes, indeed, it will definitely be a lot of money. Tariffs make a lot of money for everyone here, and it will change the course of our economics here. The economics here will be 100% changed. We don't know. We don't know whether it's going to send our taxes to the ground or through the roof. Chances are the way that it's running, our taxes will disappear. Imagine that. Imagine our taxes totally disappearing because there's no need. We've made all the money that we need plus a whole bunch more from tariffs from other countries, which is the way it's supposed to work anyway. Isn't that crazy? So um everything that we're doing right now, yeah, that's right, Phil. People don't understand that you have to be up on this stuff because all of a sudden you're doing hair and you're doing hair and you're doing hair. Your customers are coming in, everything is chill, and you don't watch news at all. You just chilling. But then one week you see half your customers stop coming in. And you say, well, what the hell happened to all my customers? Well, they were working in jobs that were affected by the tariffs. They were working in companies that were affected by not being able to get products from overseas. They were working in jobs that were affected by the government putting new rules in place for these companies that were violating this law or this statute or whatever. And then all of a sudden, your customers, your homies, your friends, your actual clientele, you're now at half the clientels now that you used to have. Why? What happened? Now half your money is gone. What the hell? What's going on? You're not watching the news. That's what's going on. You're not paying attention to how the world works. Just because it's on the news, that don't mean it doesn't have anything to do with you. Everything has something to do with you if you're in business. You see what I mean? If you go out and you get gas, if you go out and buy stuff for your family, for you and your family to use at home, if you go out to the grocery stores and buy food, if you go to work, period, to make money, oh, it affects you. What the government tries to do is they try to shield you from as much of the political spectrum as possible. But now, because it's so polarizing, there's no way to shield the American people from what's going on in the world. No way, zero. We will be affected by it, and hell, we're affected by it over here, even though we have a crazy amount um, of uh, who is this typing? I think this is a. Hold on, guys. We got a lot of. We got a lot of traffic coming in here. I'm gonna block these because I think these are bots. It's three accounts that's just putting up a bunch of uh, of URLs and links, and we don't allow that stuff over here. All right, so I'm just gonna block them. I hope that's these are if these are real people, you guys need to go into another account and let me know. But you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing anyway. Don't spam um, don't spam URLs and links. One of them looked like to a porn site. Don't spam that stuff on my stream because I will delete it and then delete you and block you off the stream. So if you're a real person, you need to come back with a real channel. It's just like the same thing I said before. These people who have channels and profiles that don't have a picture on it. Your account doesn't have any uploads, any videos, any activity on it. So that means you just made up accounts and just going in and spamming and posting a whole bunch of crazy stuff to get people to click on it. So you guys don't click on anything that is not sanctioned by us. If it's on this chat, if it's on this stream, if I didn't say it or put it on there, um, then I'd have to actually say, yeah, this is from such and such, and it's fine. Other than that, don't click on anything, especially links on these channels. Okay, thank you. They said get ready to get out of here. Okay, let me yeah, this has got me wound up, guys, because I got meetings after this show in about 30 minutes that I'm going to be meeting with some suppliers and more factories and manufacturers to get this stuff done. My school is on hold again because a lot of the products that we were using when you go through the school was coming from overseas when we thought we were good and fine, and now we're backpedaling again. So, but we got a good bead on this. We know who we can go to get what we need from that. But the other things we're going to have to find out who can do it and then work on it from there. So I'll keep you guys up to date on what all is going on. You guys just come back in, and when you see the channel kind of popping up, you'll know that we've gotten started. Okay, and then I'll have instructions for everybody and what we're going to do. For Jason and Telmeyer, let me get my orders done first, and then probably in the morning I'll text you. I won't have time to call. I haven't had time to call anybody, but I'll text you as soon as I can. If I don't text you, text me, and then that'll trigger me to text you, and then I'll send you the code to log in, and then also you'll have. Um, I just went over earlier in the show to get. I forgot the young lady's name, but I got her papers done and her emails sent out. So we'll see if we can get yours on the same train. Okay, but everybody else, I'll be updating you guys and let y'all know what we got. We got new contracts that'll be coming out this week, and we have new proposals. Like I said, Jason, we have your proposal. Phil, who I've been talking to on the show, Phil, we got your proposal. We're just waiting on a couple of different things that has changed, especially for overseas now. That put the hold up on our deal from last week when I thought that we were all good, everything was set, and then the tariffs hit, and that affected everything that happens overseas. So now we're doing a whole different number to kind of protect anybody that's either paying or investing or donating or just giving money coming into the business. We have to have protection for us and for them so that we don't have nobody's left holding the bag, because I don't like doing business like that. So I'll get you what we have, and I'll try to give you a call too. If not today, then tomorrow. Sometimes we're as much time as I can squeeze. I literally have people waiting on me right now, so I got to get up out of here, guys. And I'll bring you all up to speed. Hopefully I'll get the show started tomorrow, and I'll have my video working, and then we can pick it up from there. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'm running back on the Chops and Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Thank you guys for coming in. Uh, okay, no, I don't have any. It says 50 people were in, but I don't see 50 people. I don't even see some of the platforms that's coming in. Like this platform, I don't know if this is X or it's another platform that has 40 something people, 43. It's either 43 or 48. I can't see this second number. It's either 43 or 48. But I don't see anybody on here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with it. On my channel, it says zero, but I'm clearly looking at. I've been talking to Phil all this time. I was talking to Phil. I see Miss Veronique. I see Miss Varlene on here, but it says zero. Miss Varlene has typed on here. Miss Veronique has typed on here. Let me see who else. Darnell has typed on here. Old school Barbara Phillip has typed on here, but it says zero people. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, check that out for me. So I gotta go, guys. Let me get up out of here. I'm running back on the Shops and Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application's at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything's good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity called Mobile Charities. It's at www.mobilecharities.org. You can donate to one charity or multiple. It's the best way to donate or help many people at the same time. All right, thank you guys. They're beeping me. I got to get out of here. Appreciate everybody for coming in. I'll be back tomorrow 6 o'clock. I'll see you all then. Everybody take care of yourself, and remember our motto: respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.